In order to make a good bow hold, we're going to try making marks on our fingers where the fingers make contact with the bow. So the first thing I've done is I've taken my right hand and I've put smiley faces on the first joint of the index finger and the second joint of the index finger. Then I took my thumb and I put a dot on the corner of my thumb tip. So the corner that is closest to the index finger of your thumb tip, put a dot there. That's where the thumb will touch the edge of the frog on the inside. And then on the pinky, I put a dot right in the middle of the pinky's fingertip, okay, right near the nail. Okay, so first I'm going to show you with a pin. We want to lay the stick of the bow between these two smiley faces. Now, one way we can start this bow hold is by exaggerating a claw. Okay, like a C, we make a C, we exaggerate a claw, kind of stretching our fingers, and then we relax them. Okay, when we have a relaxed hand, that will give us the best sound with our bow. So now that we kind of have our C shape, go back to our pencil and take your C shape and bring your thumb up so that the little dot is kind of touching right here in the middle finger at the first joint. Okay? And then remember that the middle and third ring finger will be together. There's a little space between the first finger and there's a space between the pinky and the ring finger. Okay, now the pinky is going to sit on top. So the pinky is never bent in a hard bend. It's nice and arched. It's never bent, it's never flattened, and you certainly don't want it to buckle. I'll show you what I mean by buckle. Okay, we also don't want our thumb to buckle like this. We want it to be naturally bent inward, curved. So let's take our pin again and let's give our stick a place in between the two smiley faces. Let's make our thumb dot touch right on the bottom side of our stick so that it's underneath the middle finger. Let's have our middle and ring finger touch, and then the dot, the pinky's dot will touch the top of the stick. So that if this was our bow, you would have this. Okay. Now, let's take our bow, our real bow, and lay it flat, kind of upside down. The first thing we'll do is get our smiley faces lined up with the stick, okay, right above the grip, right about there. We're going to, if you're starting with a beginner bow hold, you'll put the thumb's dot right here on the corner of the frog. You'll put the dot with the pinky. You'll make sure the tip of the pinky is just able to tap the stick of the bow, but don't let it go touch the screw. Make sure that the pinky is before the screw. Okay, and then remember that these two fingers, the middle and ring finger, are going to lay over the stick and go on the side of the frog. If you have a dot on the frog, you can try to maybe cover it with your ring finger. Okay, so what I know from my playing is that when I have a really natural hand, but an index finger that can help me with my tone, and my index finger leads my bow hold, then I can truly make a good sound. So when you play, make sure that your index finger is right between those two joints, and make sure that it's giving the bow the weight that it needs, or it's being light. So if we play with a strong, heavy bow, we give a little more weight with our index finger, with the smiley face finger. If we want it a little lighter, we tend to lighten up with our fingers and use a softer, lighter bow with less weight. So this is how we will remember to keep our fingers in the right place. Now remember, if you are in a more advanced bow hold, you'll take that dot and you'll put it in the corner in this little groove between, I have a groove between my frog and my grip, and I put it right here so that I can have a nice thumb bump and still keep everything else looking natural. Okay? All right. So you'll see that there's not a whole lot of space between the pinky and the ring finger. But what's important is to keep everything naturally curved and not clawed. Okay? And we never want anything to buckle inward like a banana thumb. We want it to always have a nice natural bent curve. All right, so practice giving a long bow stroke now on the D string. Practice using your full bow from the frog all the way to the tip. Okay? Very good.